Hey everyone, I'm JayBee. Most people know me as Jon Bast. I am launching my personal channel after a lot of procrastination and a lot of people encouraging me to do this. So I wanted to just create a video to introduce myself to everybody who doesn't know me and is going to be eventually new to this channel. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have owned way too many businesses that we'll most likely talk about in future videos. And I would definitely say that the word serial entrepreneur is nothing to brag about. It is just a sign of distraction and taking on every single opportunity. And I plan on speaking about all those failures and all those lessons within this channel. Over the years, a lot of people that I've come into contact with or have mentored or have had peer-to-peer conversations with or employees have all said, hey, we all have a lot to learn from you. And building on this, a lot of people have said it's selfish to just keep that. And then I also went for this big retreat one day with a bunch of entrepreneurs. It lasted 3 days where we just worked on unlocking our why. And essentially what that means is what energizes you? What do you want to be known for? The big things for me was mentorship. I want to be able to share my knowledge and time with others. And what better way to do that than to just put everything I know on all these social media channels? So my plan is to create as much value for everybody as possible. So if you ever have any questions or things that you want to learn about, please let me know. Otherwise, I've been inspired by, I believe Alex Hormozy said this, and maybe other people have also said this in the past, but when trying to think about content ideas, Alex said to jot down all of the things that you speak about that perks people up, that perks their ears. And so I have a lot of them in a lot of different business organizations. Of course, I'm talking to my company all the time, whether it be my business partner or other potential partners or my employees. Speaking to friends and family, I have a lot of friends that are also business owners. And a lot of times we're on these phone calls and we're like, oh my gosh, if we just hit record, that would have been incredible content. So my goal is to hit record more often when we're doing these things. I've even thought about converting Zoom calls into podcasting calls and just do everything on podcasting software. So hopefully we're able to just broadcast all of our brainstorms and all of our behind the scenes. Also, I'd love to just meet up with other entrepreneurs and have candid conversations. So not everything's going to be extremely polished, but I have already spent way too long writing down all the different things and lessons that I think I can provide to anybody, whether you're an inspiring entrepreneur or if you are just extremely business savvy, whether you're a super successful entrepreneur. Also, I plan on talking about a lot of just personal finance things, challenges that I've had and ways that I've really overcome those. I also love trading, and so we'll probably dive into that. So it'll be a plethora of things. There was a lot that actually held me back from creating this personal channel. And probably the biggest one is perfection over progress. Instead of just hitting record and shooting content, I was like, well, do you have the right mic? Do you have the right computer? Do you have the right video? Are you using the right software? What is your hook? What is your script? What is your closing? Are you trying to sell something? Are you just trying to provide value? And then I just realized a lot of that doesn't matter. A lot of people create content that's low quality, that does really well. I will probably always still strive to have the best equipment, but the goal is just to get started. The other piece that kept me from getting started was underestimating my influence. And actually, I spoke to ChatGPT a little bit to get them to unlock my blind spots. So I give ChatGPT everything. It knows my business story, my personal story, and everything. And when talking to them I also talked to them about this JayBee brand, and it actually worded the reasons I have not actually created this channel perfectly. It said perfection over progress, underestimating your influence, and balancing vulnerability and authority. So what that meant was perfection. I already spoke about underestimating your influence. I have started many, many different revenue generating companies that we'll speak about in this channel. Our biggest company is reached over $5 million in revenue in about 5 or 6 years. It reached over $1 million in revenue the second year. And then balancing vulnerability and authority. What they meant by that was that I tend to be very, very humble. So I don't think that everybody wants to listen to some of the lessons that I have to give. But what I really had to realize was that my past self, myself 5 to 7 years ago, would be very proud and would love to be mentored by my current self. So now it is time for me to provide that to those people who are in that situation, or even very successful business owners that are looking to solve challenges that they're going through at the moment. When having to pick our handle, of course, I just really wanted JayBee, but JayBee isn't available on all platforms. So I encouraged myself to come up with one word that just really represents my goal for this channel. So that word is going to be growth. In all of the content that I will create for this channel, I just want to inspire growth. I want to encourage growth. I want to help people get over obstacles. That's something that they're struggling with, something that maybe they can search their challenge on a platform like YouTube and hopefully find the solution that we're providing. I really just want to focus on experience sharing as well. I don't plan on just teaching lessons that I have not done myself. So most of these will just be true stories. With that being said, if you know me, or if you assume that there's something that I probably know based on my experience, please let me know in the comments of any of these posts. I would love to speak on it and build a little lesson, or more so, like I said, experience share. Talk to you about how I got through that, or the strategies that I've employed, or the platforms that I use to do this, this, and this. And otherwise, I am going to just speak about the things that I think are going to be the most valuable lessons. So if you are interested in everything that I just said, please, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for all of my channels. I'm really excited to speak to you and watch this audience grow. So thanks again for watching, whether you've been watching all of my videos already and you're just coming back, or you're just now getting started to the channel and starting with this video. I really appreciate your following, and I welcome all feedback, comments, and questions that everybody has along the way. Talk to you soon.